Hello my sweets, welcome back to Beauty Meets DIY. This is Helen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are doing well and that you're staying safe and that you're staying positive through this very difficult time that we are going through. I hope that today's DIY brings you some inspiration. So to get started, we're going to need some of these placemats from the Dollar Tree. I think one pack should be enough, but if you want to be safe, you can buy two. I'm going to go ahead and reuse this Dollar Tree frame that I'm going to spray paint a flat black from Rust-Oleum. I went ahead and also spray painted the glass on one side, but we're going to flip it around on the non-sprayed side and we're going to put it back together again. Just make sure that little clip back there, if you're going to use that you reinforce it with some glue because it is flimsy and it does fall out easily. So you'll see that I'll just reinforce it with a little bit of glue there. Now I went ahead and spray painted some gold and black, flat black, and the measurements are 13 by half an inch. But you're going to end up cutting them later on. Now the placemats have a shiny side and kind of like a matted side. I would recommend that you spray paint the matted side. It just helps the spray paint to adhere better. So to start out, we want to go across and loop it in this way. So you're going to take one black one and one gold one, and you kind of want to overlap one over the other. In other words, the gold is going to be underneath and the black is going to be on top. You'll see what I mean as we go along. So there I'm dabbing just a little glue halfway because again I want the gold to show through a little bit through the black, just like that. So when you bend it, it has to sit this way. If you notice, the black strip is a little higher than the gold one. The whole point of this DIY in a way is that the gold kind of peeks through what we're creating here. And so as you can see on the top edge there, I glued them together and then I glued it to the edge of the frame, and I'm doing the same on the other side. But when I put it together, you see how it sits. The black strip is a little higher than the gold, and that's kind of what we're looking for. So at this point now is when we start creating our crisscross design, kind of like a shoelace. And what we're doing today is a corset sconce. And so again, I'm kind of overlapping a little bit, and I'll kind of just tweak this a little bit as we go, but I did cut it on a slanted edge, obviously, because now we want to create a crisscross effect, again like a shoelace or like a corset. And so of course you want to bring it down on a slanted way, and you'll see what I mean. And you're going to do the same on the other end. And honestly, you guys, it's just about tweaking this and playing around. You might have to cut a few times just to get the strips positioned to look exactly how you want it to look. But this is what it's looking like so far now that we're starting to create our little zigzag shoelace corset design. So as you can see at this point, I'm not even putting the black over it. I just kind of starting with the gold, place it in place where I want it, glue it down, and then I come afterwards with the black one and position it. And you know, you just got to measure it as you go along. Make sure the gold strip is slightly shorter than the black one, of course, because you want the black one to be a little longer. See how I'm looping it underneath? It'll still give you that crisscross effect, but I think I cut it a little shorter, so when I looped it underneath, it made it longer, if that makes sense, because it was underneath. And so you kind of got to play around with it, you know, before you glue it down, position it, see how you want it, and then so on and so on. And so that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to keep going down the frame in a crisscross design. And I don't know if you guys remember, if you've seen this video, a previous one that I did early on when I started my channel. I did kind of like a candle holder, and it was in a corset design. If you haven't seen that video, I will try to link it down below or at the end of this video so you guys can check it out. I know a lot of you really liked that video that I did. It was kind of like I used a glass from the frames at Dollar Tree and I made it into a square candle holder, and then on the edge I did like a corset design. It was really, really cute and unique. And so I decided to do this by an inspiration of that I saw on Pinterest. It was kind of like a similar idea, but I'm giving it my own little twist. Guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video so far. If you've been liking my videos, give me those thumbs up. It just lets me know that you do enjoy them, that you want more videos like this. It keeps me motivated, and it just you know, it just lets me know that you enjoy my videos. Also, if you're not subscribed, then go ahead and subscribe, because it's the only way that you're going to get notified every time I do upload a video. So if you don't want to miss anything, just make sure that you subscribe, and when you hit that bell, make sure you choose the option that says all. This way it'll notify you for all my videos and not just some. So yeah, that's what it's looking like so far, and I'm just gonna keep going in that pattern. So at this point I'm just gonna stop, because I decided that I was gonna place 2 of the Dollar Tree mirrors inside. So I couldn't continue. I had to stop here. It was kind of an afterthought. You can definitely use a frame from the Dollar Tree, a mirrored frame. I know Dollar Tree carries those frames that have a mirror in it already. It's a little wider than this. You can definitely use that, or you can use this. So anyway, here I'm taking these pieces of wood from that tower game from the Dollar Tree, because I want to prop it up. And go ahead, you guys, throughout this entire video, please use your strongest glue, your E6000, the comparable one by Gorilla, or anything, you know, the super glue from Dollar Tree. Hot glue alone, if you want this for long term, go ahead and do that. Now the little battery lights here, I always show these in my videos. I like them because they're very small and compact. I don't recommend that you glue them down the way you see me doing here. I do recommend that you use like a little Velcro. This way, when it's time eventually to change the battery, you can kind of pop them out easily. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it around, and I'm going to use 2 of them there. And again, you know, you see me glue them down, and I'm kind of gluing them down towards the bottom of the mirrors. That way I have easy access to them. But again, I recommend, I know Dollar Tree sells these little round Velcro things that you can easily Velcro them on, and then you can snap them off and they're not glued down permanently. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on wrapping this around and gluing it down every so often. And in the end, this is what it's looking like. So again, for this part, I recommend you using your strongest glue. I'm just going to use hot glue for the video. And since this was an afterthought, have to be really careful. But just, you know, that the hot glue doesn't smudge or anything. So I managed to get that in there the way that I wanted to. And I just made sure it was nice and straight. And as you can see, it's just kind of propping it up. This way the string lights can shine through. So here in the end, we're finishing off just the way we started, with the one line across. And here I'm just going to use some of this bling wrap to embellish it. You can go ahead and embellish this as much as you want or as little as you want. I thought at the beginning to embellish all the black strips with the bling wrap, but then I would say, you know what, that's too much and it's going to take away from the piece. So I kept this simple. I did this part and the one in the bottom, and then along the borders of the frame, and I just left it as that. But again, you can do what you want, you guys. And I know sometimes I do afterthoughts of things. Again, I'm just here to inspire you and give you ideas. I know you guys are really good, and I'm sorry I lost the footage to this bow. My battery died, but I just simply took the strips, put them together and shaped it into a bow, stapled it together, and then glued it on there. Pretty simple. So here at the end, an afterthought again, I took 2 of the towers, stuck them together. I'm going to wrap it up in bling wrap. And I decided that I wanted to add a little ledge there so I can put a battery operated tea light. I don't recommend using a real flame tea light, battery operated, because this is plastic, of course. But yeah, that was an afterthought. You can even add some lights back there too if you want. But this is the end result of what that came out looking like. I really do love the way that it turned out. I think it's very sexy, very romantic, very feminine like. Corset, when I think about a corset, I think about something feminine and sexy and romantic, right? So I think this is really, really cute. For a dressing room, or if you're a single girl or single woman, you will have it on either side of your nightstand, unless your husband or your boyfriend doesn't mind. But I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. You can definitely add more lights to this. I did want the nice romantic subtle light that it gives. I didn't want to do too much, but again, that's entirely up to you. As always, I really want to know what you guys think about this. If this is something that you will recreate, and if you decide that you want to do this, I want to know what color theme would you do it. I think the mirror effect really adds to the look. But again, I want to hear from you guys. Again, give me those thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how much you like this. And I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye, everyone.